Hello. Hello.
Alrighty, let's go. Well, I don't know why I said that. Alrighty, YouTube, welcome. Welcome to me. This is pretty exciting for me. I've done short form stuff before, but never this long form stuff, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be making a coffee table today out of the materials that you see in front of me. There's also a glass top that's on its way. I'll show you that when it gets here. I've got the prices written down in front of each of these materials to show how much they cost. So I've got $188 worth of timber, I know, $60 worth of brass, $50 worth of miscellaneous items, and then $440 worth of glass that's on its way. So in total that takes it to $738 for the cost of this coffee table. Now the reason that's significant is that I'm going to be auctioning this coffee table off when it's all said and done. And that will be the reserve price. So you can bid on it if you like how it looks, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'm excited for the auction side of this process because it means that I'm able to get my furniture out there, and also someone can potentially get a nice piece of custom furniture at a bit of a cheaper price to what you would normally pay for it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Let's get straight into it. So I'm just laying out my legs here so that I can make my material use as efficient as it can possibly be. And then when I cut these down, I'll make sure that I'm cutting on the outside of these lines so that I have enough breathing room that I can refine it later on. Alright, so we've got 4 legs laid out. I'll trim these down to size roughly and then refine it from there. Alright, so we have the 3 sides on our legs here now cut. The last side is probably the trickiest side to cut, which is this one here. So I've made a bit of a tapering jig here just to get a repeatable cut for all 4 legs so that they're all the exact same. Alright, we have 4 legs. Next step is to, with these legs, we're going to join them together. So these 2 will be a pair, and there'll be a stretcher that runs from here to here. So they'll be joined with another bit of timber, and these 2 will have the same thing done to them as well. So this is just a touch thick for what I want. So my next step is just to shave off like 10 mil off this. 42 at the moment, I'm going to get it down to around 30. So now we're creating a half lap joint to join the legs to the stretcher. Now what I'm doing here is with one of the offcuts, I'm just trying to dial in that distance there so I get a nice snug fit for the stretcher. How I'm doing that is I'm setting my fence and my miter gauge here, and I'm taking my first pass there, which sets that bottom edge there. And then for the second one, I've cut this 38mm bit of plywood This is a 12 mil router bit, so together that's 50 mil, which equals the stretcher width. So what I do is I put in my temporary fence, I take my second pass, that sets the top edge, so then I have my top and bottom edge set, and all I have to do is get rid of the material. And after that is done, then I get a nice snug fit on the joint. Right, so half flaps have been cut. We're ready to glue this stuff up. I'll show you what it looks like. It's quite satisfying though, so you get like a little puzzle. Yeah, so that's it. That's the leg. Nice angles, nice shape, and we've got two of them. So we'll have one on this side, and one will be around here, and that'll make up the table base. So yeah, we'll get some glue in these joints. All right, legs are dry. Next step is just to knock off these edges on both sides, and then we're going to round over the edges and make this all nice and smooth. So I've rough sanded both legs, but the audio in the file doesn't work. So I'm not going to include that. I'm going to include this instead. So I'm on to sort of the more refined sanding now, hence this thing, which is a little spongy pad that you chuck on the bottom of your sander, and it just makes going around roundovers really nice. So instead of like having the hard sander base, you have this spongy surface that sort of conforms to the curves a little bit nicer. And it's one of my favourite things to use at the moment. So yeah, we'll be using it right now. So last step here is just a little hand sand to get rid of any light scratches or anything that is in the timber. Just looking over it, trying to find any minor imperfections and just getting rid of those. So it's ready for oil. So next step here is adding these brass rods. They'll join the two legs together. Now, one thing I want to do is I'm going to be using 5-minute epoxy just to glue these in, but I don't want to be cleaning up glue squeeze out on the inside face here. It's going to be too difficult around this rod and it'll just get messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the epoxy in on this side, so when I push the rod through, the squeeze out only comes out on this face here. That way it'll just make cleaning it up a lot easier. So we'll just let that set up for a couple of minutes and then they should be dry enough that we can put the other side on. Now watch me struggle to line these up. So I've just got these scrap bits of timber here and they're cut to length, so they're the exact gap that I want in between the two legs. Alright, there we go. It's exactly what I wanted. No squeeze out on the inside, only squeeze out on the outside. Oop. Don't step on the stool. Sweet. I realised I kind of just did all that final sanding for no real reason because I've got all this glue everywhere. So we're going to re-final sand. It's amazing people had the patience to hand cut everything in the olden days when they used to make furniture. Like, I've been doing this for 5 minutes and I'm already bored, you know. Time to sand again.
That's it. So thank you for watching. As for the auction piece of this video, the piece will be going up on my Instagram Wednesday the 5th of June at 5 p.m. That's this coming Wednesday. And then the auction will be closing on Thursday the 6th of June, so the day after, at 9 p.m. So you've got 28 hours to get what you need to get your finances in order, speak to whoever you need to speak to about the piece, and then hopefully by 9 p.m. on Thursday we have a very happy owner of this coffee table. Again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully there's plenty more of these to come. One last piece is as for the delivery. I'll be delivering this myself, so unfortunately I'll only be travelling to either Melbourne or the outskirts of Melbourne. So if you're interstate or overseas, unless you're willing to pay, that you probably steer clear of this one. But if you are in Melbourne, a bit away. So again, thanks for watching. See you later.